comes in with Super Chat, says, not a fan of Stefanski or Dable. Stefanski signed off on Watson and continues to back him. Really concerning given the play and the character questions. I think that's fair.
Money has anything to do with it? The owner giving him $200 million guaranteed. You don't think it has anything to do with him being tossed out there still?
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. I think the owner is why he is still, would be out there if he were not hurt. But I think what he's saying is Stefanski okayed it. I don't think if you really didn't get the quarterback that you wanted or you weren't on board with the quarterback, there would be far bigger issues. So I think that might be where he's coming from on this. I like both guys. I would be happy with either one of them as our head coach. I think you can't go wrong with having a 2-time coach of the year in Stefanski. He's gotten more out of less talent consistently. And I would like some of that.
Oh yeah.
I totally understand the character concerns and whatnot, but it's not 100% on him.
Yeah. And look, again, revisionist history, right? So you could say your problems with what Deshaun Watson was going through, all the, the massage stuff. And you can say, right, like you said, the character and all that. But the opportunity to get 2 years, he had that 1 year where he didn't play, but the year before that, he was amazing. Deshaun Watson. Remember, we were talking about it in our early days. I was still in my RV.
I thought we were getting. He wanted to play for Sal.
Before all the allegations and stuff.
Yeah, right. So, but I'm saying, based on his play, the idea of them trading him, it was why? He's among the elite quarterbacks in the NFL. And that last year, his team wasn't really. Remember, J.J. Watt apologized to him at the end of the season, sorry, because he had a balls to the wall season. It was almost exclusively him. Yeah. It's so I can understand an off it's the same mindset that we did with Aaron Rodgers. Now it's different specifics, but the political shit, the dark retreat, all this stuff, the fans kind of being done with his antics, he's potentially washed, and we did it. You know what I mean? And how much of that is the owner? How much of that is the coach? I think of Stefanski looking hey, man, if I can get Watson at 75%, and I got, I think I can do something with that. I wouldn't fault him for that, man. You got to give people more than one mistake in this league. It's we have this mindset a GM gets one quarterback, right? A lot of, it didn't work, fire him. And it's yeah, I don't know about that. Frankie has we were talking about it this week. The last 10 years, there are 23 quarterbacks that were taken or whatever it was. And 2 were hits. 2 were legitimate hits. It's crazy when you look at it, So it's not as easy as you think to nail that kind of thing. And it's even harder when you're with the Jets because we don't have any development. We don't have offensive minded coaching. We have all that stuff to add to it. But I don't know. I wouldn't fault Stefanski too much for Deshaun Watson. I would imagine the organization was probably, what's he going to do? Say no to the owner and everything else? Mm-hmm.
Matt, anything else to add with Stefanski and Dable?
Stefanski, I'm in on. Dable, I'm lukewarm on. I see the positives, but I skew more towards him being a really good offensive coordinator that we still don't know yet if he's a good head coach or not. He might be, but I think there's more risk involved with Dable than there is Stefanski.
What's up, guys? Matt O'Leary from Talkin' Jets. If you liked that video, please make sure to subscribe and follow for more New York Jets content.